In the heart of 18th century Europe, a storm was brewing. The year is 1756, and the continent is a powder keg of rivalries and ambitions. The stage is set for a conflict that would engulf not just Europe, but also distant lands across the seas. This is the story of the 7 Years' War, a global struggle for power that would reshape the world. Our tale begins with the ambitious King Frederick the Great of Prussia, a rising star in the European power game. Frederick's audacious seizure of Silesia from Austria in the previous war had upset the delicate balance of power. Empress Maria Theresa of Austria, determined to reclaim her lost province, sought allies to challenge Prussia's growing might. Across the English Channel, Britain, under the shrewd leadership of Prime Minister William Pitt the Elder, eyed the vast colonial possessions of France with avarice. The rivalry between these two maritime powers extended from the forests of North America to the spice-rich lands of India. The diplomatic dance began, alliances shifting and realigning like pieces on a chessboard. Austria, France, and Russia formed a formidable coalition against Prussia. Britain, seeking to protect its interests and check French expansion, threw its support behind Frederick. The war erupted like a volcano, its tremors felt across continents. Frederick's Prussia, outnumbered but not outmatched, faced a desperate struggle for survival against its powerful neighbors. The king's military genius and the discipline of his troops earned him a series of stunning victories on the battlefields of Europe. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the conflict raged between Britain and France for control of North America. The clash of empires, known as the French and Indian War, saw British and colonial forces battling French troops and their Native American allies amidst the vast wilderness. In India, the British East India Company and the French Compagnie des Indes Orientales fought for dominance, their armies clashing in a struggle for trade and influence. The fate of nations hung in the balance as these distant battles unfolded. The 7 Years' War was a conflict of epic proportions, involving nearly every major power in Europe and spanning 5 continents. It was a war of maneuver and attrition, of sieges and naval battles, of heroism and brutality. In North America, the British, under the command of brilliant generals like James Wolfe, captured key French strongholds, culminating in the decisive Battle of the Plains of Abraham outside Quebec. The fall of Quebec marked a turning point in the war, signaling the eventual triumph of British arms in North America. Finally, after 7 long years of conflict, the war-weary powers sought peace. The Treaty of Paris, signed in 1763, redrew the map of the world. Britain emerged as the dominant colonial power, gaining vast territories in North America and India. Prussia, against all odds, retained Silesia, solidifying its status as a major European power. And so, the story of the 7 Years' War, a conflict that began in the heart of Europe and spread to the far corners of the world, reminds us of the enduring themes of ambition, rivalry, and the human cost of war.